Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dadam Reacts. Um, we did what we did the Ronald Reagan movie last. So if you didn't watch that video, check it out. Um, we kind of go into a debate about greatness at the end, or uh, heroic people, or people that sacrifice. But this video will most likely not encompass any of those conversations. We're gonna go ahead and watch this one. This is a newly released horror movie slash maybe thriller that came out a couple days ago. It's called Longlegs, and from what I was told, it's kind of like reminiscent of maybe Slender Man or something like that, where it's said okay, yeah. So it's like a horror slash thriller element with maybe some psychological things going on in that. But let's give it a watch and let's see. You know, I'm a sucker for horror movies and thrillers, so I'm excited. She got that gun. Someone in her house.
Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
Yeah. Take a nice long look. A letter was left with the bodies. Signed with one word.
I saw a beast rise up out of the sea with 7 heads and 10 horns. And on his horns he wore 10 crowns. And on each head was written a blasphemous name.
What aren't you telling me?
He'll kill and kill again.
I'm vibing the hell out of this trailer already.
You're not afraid of a little bit of dark. Because you are the dark.
Do you still say your prayers?
Never once. They scared me. Hello?
You could have made nice with me. But you didn't. And that has led to all of this. I'll be waiting.
Nicolas Cage? What? You snuck a Nicolas Cage trailer on me, chat? Vibe check 10,000,000%. That's how you make a movie trailer. That was intriguing. That was engaging. I got chills at parts, dude. I could feel that like frog in my throat. Like I was feeling like, oh man, like I was getting tense. Um, the name is deceptive because it does not. It feels like it's probably going to go down a path about like Lucifer or like a Bible prophecy, but you started off right. You just start with the pounding, which is pop 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 pop, and it hits you right. You can feel your heart kind of pound with it, and then the lighting in this, the everything so far. Hold on, let me see if I can go up to 1080p, just in case it's not. No, it is on 1080p. Okay. I love how we were talking about this in another react I had, the layers where there's things always happening in the background. That right, like that's amazing.
Is Is it scary being a lady FBI agent?
Yeah.
I really like
Nice
how I
long
can't
look.
tell what time frame this movie's taking place in. This does
Letter
feel
was
like it's
left with
taking
the
place in like the
bodies.
60s, 70s, 80s ish, just based
Signed
off of
one word.
set design, her costuming. You have the picture of Bill Clinton in the background, which means it could be taking place in like the early 90s. You get little Zodiac killer vibes right here, right? So if you don't know anything about the Zodiac killer, he used to send messages after he murdered somebody, and he would do like a cryptographic like algorithm, and he would write his messages out. I think AI broke the code, or something recently has happened with that, where they think they know who it was now, but it hasn't been fully released whether or not they actually have the person. But yeah, no, like
I saw a beast rise up out of the sea with 7 heads and 10 horns.
she's really intense,
And
which
on his
I'm
horns he wore
digging.
10 crowns.
That's this is an incredible scene
On his
right here.
horns he wore
So
10
when I'm
crowns.
talking about layers, I'll show you. Okay, so they filmed this in a way, okay, where the way the camera's panning in and it's following them. So the camera's on a track and it's following them. But as it's following them, they're pulling focus a little bit so that you're getting this really like hyperbolic feeling of like it's coming at you. And then the way their flashlights are hitting, you're getting the distance of the room, okay? Her flashlight is on this thing over here that looks like it's a person standing in the corner. So as an audience, when you're watching this, your eyes are going with the flashlight. So if you watch this when we first come in, okay, where do your eyes get attracted? Right where her flashlight is, right?
What aren't you telling me?
He'll kill. And kill again.
I know you're not afraid of a little bit of dark.
Maybe that's Nicolas Cage. Is the voice Nicolas Cage? He's the voice of the devil. Okay, and then right here, so you have a like satanic nodule right here where that looks like it's a ram or a sheep's head, right? That's very symbiotic to like the devil or any kind of satanic ritual. You have the shadowed body right here, right? And then you'll watch that fades away into this. This scene is incredible. Like just slowly bringing the face in and the eyes where it looks like a serpent. Like I said, this movie's full vibe checks.
Number 1.
This trailer's incredible. Even right there, okay, so this is like subliminally. This looks like a wraith or a specter, right? So if you're looking at her face as she's talking, but your peripheral is being pulled right here, and like that looks like the Grim Reaper or like the Grim Reaper's robe or a wraith or a specter, right? And then you have whatever's going on back here, and then they layer this black cloth, and what this is, it's called reductive negative space. So the layers of darkness, your eyes get drawn to it because in our brain, darkness is a triggering effect for safety. If we don't know what's there, our brain tries to put something there. So we can put whatever we want right there, right? Anywhere where there's darkness, our eyes are immediately drawn to it because there could be someone standing there, right? So you can have the outline of a person's body. Whether it's there or not while I'm watching this, my mind might put something there, triggering my own anxiety, triggering my own like my own fears that I'm perpetuating into the film. This just being a normal light, would it have worked? Yes, but because it's an oblong shaped light that has strange angles, your eyes are drawn to it. And again, if you stare directly at the darkness, right? So go ahead and just look at the darkness right here. I gotta pull my off, right? You do see a little shadow here. You see a little shadow here, right? But there's nothing. You can safely say there's nothing there. But now pull your focus to right here, and then tell me that this doesn't start taking like an amoeba's form where you're gonna implant it. So watch it in real time.
Me.
Okay.
Hello?
You could have made nice with me.
Same thing right here. Okay.
Made nice with me.
So you have her in focus, but they have distinct areas of blacked out darkness, so that while you're watching her, if they have any type of movement happen here, it freaks you out, right? It causes the sensations and your just natural instincts and sensations inside of you to trigger. And then here you have, this could be just the seat, right? This could just be the headrest. Or because they made it blacked out, that negative space I was talking about before, you're drawn to it and your brain starts putting its own imagery in there.
But you didn't. And that has led to all.
And I wanted to see something here. I think I saw Juliana Moore. Yeah, okay, so Juliana Moore is in it. And again, so here's that scene again where it was her before, but now there's an older version or an older character here. You still have that wraith in the background, right? Now you're starting to see that the whole room is disheveled, no one's taking care of it. So, in my mind as I'm watching this, now my question is this the character older or now, right? So this is what she looks like in the present, and she's going through this psychological trauma in her mind of reliving this case.
I'll be waiting.
It's, I love how his name's there and he's not anywhere in it. I'm so down for that. I won't get to go see it in theaters because Beth does not like horror movies. So I'll never get to go to see horror movies in theaters unless I take Connor. So maybe I can get him to go see this. But the decision to never actually show Nicolas Cage, but only using his voice, is absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's literally what I just said, right? This was incredible for a movie trailer. Like, and this is where a movie trailer can make a movie $60 million. And my cat is on my chair. When did she get up there? Hey, Kitty, what's up? She's a part of the stream now. Over here. Here, go ahead. Yeah, this is where your trailer can sell your film 100%, right? So many more people will go see this movie because of how exceptional this movie trailer is. Think about one of my past Dadam Reacts, how bad some of those trailers. What was the movie we were watching? You're right, Minions. Not Minions. See, you even called it the Minions trailer. Okay, so the Despicable Me trailer, the first one that was focused on the Minions, that made me not want to see it, right? As to where this one, I would go see this. This looks incredible. The only problem movies like these usually have is when your trailer is this damn good, your movie better be freaking phenomenal and be on point. And that's where sometimes these thrillers or these horror movies fall off, because the movie isn't as good, or they've put all the really poignant like jump scares, or they've put all these scenes in, or they've released too much information. I love that we never saw Nicolas Cage. I love that I don't know if he's a character in the movie, if he's going to be playing the devil, if he's going to be a voice in her head. I don't know how they're going to go about it. Yeah, no matter how the movie is, this trailer should be taught in films and schools because it is impactful as the original Alien trailer was. Great sound design, great edit, showing off a mood but not spoiling anything from the story, and also hiding stuff for those who want to look closer. And that's where like I am so like I'm so into this trailer. Like the vibe is at 10,000%. Like wow, super incredible and just quick too, right? Like each scene they did a really good pace. Um, I didn't time it out, but if I timed it out, I would say they do. There's a cascading trailer. Like there's a finite way people do things, and one of them it's called the it's a halving cascade, where you have a scene that lasts 12 seconds, then the next scene lasts 10 seconds, then the next scene lasts 8 seconds. This one's not on that scale, but the premise behind it, and if you were ever going to direct a movie or if you were ever going to do a scene where you're building suspense, by doing that without putting a natural clock on the screen, it's triggers inside of us because every time a new scene appears, our brain has to take that input in. But if you start doing it at a quicker pace, it will actually cause the audience to have an increased pulse. They will start breathing faster. They will be responding faster. And that's where some action movies do that really well. And then some of them just blow it out. And it's like every 2 seconds, it's a cut, 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 cut. And you hate action movies that do that. The reason for that is because your brain can't, it's so disjointed, right? But creating that in a horror movie or in a thriller or in a scene that does that, and I would argue and I would challenge you, remember a scene from your childhood or from a horror movie that you really liked, or like a set piece that happened, and watch it and see if that's not what has happened or your response to it of why you felt like it created such anxiety or induced such fear in you is not because of it. Because when you do that in a trailer, it's easier because you're doing smaller snippets. But when you do it in a film, it increases the pace. And when you're increasing the pace, you're creating and you're instilling that feeling of rush and urgency in an audience. And this preview did a really, really good job of that. So my plot. This is top notch. This is A+. This dude needs a bonus. This guy needs to get a Dave and Buster gift card. Just get movies to the premiere. Because it's an art. I mean, it's definitely an art to be able to take someone's movie and create a snippet of it through footage, because they don't always give you the movie, right? They give you 5 minutes of information. They give you, a 10-minute press packet, and you have to pull from that specific things. And so it's hard, and it takes a lot of skill and a lot of understanding to craft something this masterful. Oh, that's why you told me to watch it. You told me it was Slender Man. There was no Slender Man in it at all. You were just trying to throw me off because the name is Longlegs. It worked. I went into that expecting something entirely different. So I was so much more surprised by what I witnessed. That was, I want to go see that movie tonight, right? Like I wish this was out already. So, Silence of the vibes, yeah. Yep. Let me know what you thought. Did it trigger, any of that panic or urgency inside of yourself? Were you seeing stuff in the background, that I didn't identify that your brain was putting there, right? How did that work for you guys? Let me know. Is this a must go see? Is this you don't care, you don't like horror movies? Um, I'm interested to know what your take was from it, or if now that you have, as you can see on the screen, my cat is putting her head in the in the frame. Um, how do you feel about like horror movies? Do you want them to be slow and lingering and just have really like predacious build up where it's just like it's like molasses sliding down a wall, and yeah, because that works too, right? And that works because you can make people feel so uncomfortable because it just lingers on something for so long. But drop a like, subscribe, let me know, leave me a comment. I love when you guys respond and we can talk in the comments. It's always interesting to see how people, because as you can tell, I see a lot of things people don't, or I look at things in a lot of different vein. But most importantly, please do something kind for somebody else. Jesus.